So I just wanted to add that there was a lot of ideas about integrating all the cards together, especially having money all in one card. There was actually a professor at Computer Science, Susan Stephanie, who's actually developed an idea like that, if anyone wants to sort of follow that up.
Brilliant. In which case I'd love to invite let's thank the panel first of all for their brilliant question answering. And I hope they answered all the questions. So thank you very much.
Right, okay, in which case you guys can any questions that you weren't able to answer, they will be in the networking session, so you're more than welcome to ask them then. Right, so for closing remarks, can I please invite up John Local and Craig Pears? Thank you.
Thanks. It's my pleasure to extend thanks to a whole range of people here tonight. I'm the university's Pro-Vice Chancellor for Research, so I've been going around picking ideas that are lurking around here. So if you see anything happening at the University of York that you think is really yours, it probably is. I would like to thank particularly representatives from IBM for coming. We really value their connections with the university, and we value what they've done tonight. I'd particularly like to thank Jerry and Ian for sharing their insights into their takes on the Smarter Planet agenda. I would like to thank Alex for his presentation on Students for a Smarter Planet, and to Amit for delivering the workshop that we've just gone through. I would like to thank Amit and Charlotte for having organised and hosted tonight's event, along with the Students for a Smarter Planet team. I guess there are quite a lot of you lurking around here. I would also like to thank all of you guys for being here. This university depends crucially on having bright students like you who are changing the way people think and changing the way people behave. We really need people like you, not least because there are a number of us that need you to pay our pensions. It's a really interesting time to be at York. You're in the new campus. This represents a huge commitment, not only to you at York, but to higher education in the country. We really believe that we can make a difference. And I use the word we. Well, lots of individuals, but as we've seen tonight, if you actually talk together, if you interact, you produce much smarter, much cleverer, much more interesting solutions. I was asked the other day what research was about. In fact, I was asked this morning what research was about. And it seems to me we've seen kind of examples of that tonight. One of the things that academics have in the past spent a lot of time doing is policing the boundaries of their disciplines. And it seems to me now that that's the least interesting thing we can do. That there aren't disciplines. There are just technologies, techniques, methodologies, ways of thinking, and big questions. And it's people like you that are actually going to go out there and solve them. So please do it. We really, really need you to do it. And I wrote down a little thing here that says, perhaps the target isn't necessarily doing more with less. It's doing more with different. And maybe that's one of the things that you can bring. I don't want to say anything other than that, except that opportunities like this often feel very nice when you've had them, and then you go out and you fall into a bar or you slide on the ice or something and you forget all about it. It's really, really important that you keep networking, you keep having these kinds of activities, you keep changing the way you think, and by doing that you will help people like me change the way I think, so that we can actually create not only a smarter campus, but a smarter world. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for that, John. On behalf of SFSP, I'd just like to extend my thanks for such a supportive university, and also to everyone at IBM for making such a fantastic event possible. So listening to Amit earlier, discussing getting up in the early morning, how creative and friendly he is, Really brought back fond memories just 2 years ago when I was trying to study for my summer exams. So, you know, I was up bright and early, eager for work as all students are, but just moving out of bed and picking up my books and reading just seemed like such an impossible task. So instead what I did was I just picked up my laptop, which was next to me, did a few clicks, and I had my entire module available to me, complete with an interactive presentation and audio. So I just laid there, relaxed, and just taught everything I needed to know. So the exciting idea at the core of this, and all the presentations that have been here tonight, is that we really do have the technology to do all this right now. It isn't something that's far into the future. We just need to utilise what we already have in a smarter and more effective way. So we really do have the power to change the face of our planet. This is why SFSP is inviting you to help us build a smarter planet, one student at a time. Thank you.